Well, it's been a while since I made a video. I'm not a baker. And actually, I don't always, hardly never go by a recipe. Well, I'm trying to go by Miss Paula Deen recipe. I hope she don't sue me. But I ain't got anything. I'm a poor man. Anyways, I'm using Paula Deen's recipe to make fruitcake today. Problem is, I don't have exactly all the ingredients, but you know me, I will improvise. So, we're going to try and make a fruitcake, and actually, I'm going to be going by her recipe. So, this is going to make it easy, I hope, maybe. Okay, here's your ingredients. Be a good time to pause when you're watching this and find out what you need to do, how much whatever. Alright, you gotta scroll up here, find out how to do it. That's where I get confused, trying to follow directions. Try and get all that in there for you. It's gonna be a disaster. I'm not a baker. But anyways, you can pause a little bit as you go and read it all. Some of these things I thought I had and I didn't have, so here we go. We're going to be trying to do this video. Okay, now, I've started some of the process, but I'm still trying to figure out what's what. I took the butter, and I actually don't have sugar, so I'm going to try this. It measures out cup to cup. You know, a cup of sugar, a cup of this. That makes it very low sugar for people like me with diabetes. So, there's a lot of stuff here, people. This is confusing to someone that is not a baker. So we're going to try this. If it's a disaster, I'll still show it to you, probably. But anyways, you got your list of ingredients. Here they all are, and I'm nowhere near getting everything done. I did put 2 cups of the sugar and the butter in here and got it whipped up. Now I got to make this batter out of all this stuff. I'll be back once I figure out how to do that. Alright, like I said earlier, we did the butter and some of the sugar. Now we're going to put 1 egg in at a time. Let that pump around there a while. Then we'll add another egg. We're going to do that 4 eggs. I'm not a baker. I'm telling you, I am not a baker. As you can see, I done got flour everywhere. There's flour in the floor. Now, you can also see over there on the stove, Janet and I have been baking, cooking, throwing stuff together all day yesterday, all day today. This is not dirty, it's clean. I just hadn't had a chance to put it away yet. Okay, so we'll be back in a second when I add some more stuff. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Be right back, though. This may be a disaster, but it's going to be fun. Okay, we're going to see if I understood this. We got a cup of milk. We put a little bit of it down in there where it's easier to handle. Get rid of it. Put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And now, supposed to alternate between milk and the flour mixture, which has 2 teaspoons of baking powder put in with the just regular plain flour, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in here. We're supposed to alternate. So I'm going to turn this off, make it a little bit easier. I'm going to put a scoop or 2 of this in there. And let it beat around a little bit. And then I'm going to add some milk. And I got about half a cup left. It says to end with the flour mixture. So we're going to put the rest of the milk. Then I'm going to dump the rest of this flour in there. That big old beater thing sticking up there makes it hard to do. So I'm going to let this flop around there a little bit and mix it up. Oh my goodness, look out. Be careful on your switcher, you'll have a mess as you can see. Like I said, I am no baker. This is going to be a disaster, I would imagine. Well, after the flour went everywhere, this is going to be a long video. This is complicated. The batter looks real good. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks real good. In here, there's 1 cup of softened butter. Let's see, I got to read from this because I am going from a recipe. 4 cups divided sugar. So there's 2 cups sugar in here, and I've got 2 cups left out here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. So 2 cups divided sugar, 4 eggs, 3 cups all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, and 1 cup of milk, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I gotta read some more. I've read this, but there's so much to it. We're gonna have to just take it like this, folks. Hang in there. Okay. I don't know what I did wrong. Okay. It's supposed to be three cake pans, oiled and floured. I didn't think you did that anymore, but I guess you do. Anyways, I probably did something wrong, but I think the problem is I didn't use sugar. I used just powder and stuff. But that's all right. I cut mine down to a 2-layer instead of a 3-layer. We'll find out what happens here shortly. Now, we got a third here and a third here and a little less than a third here, but I'm going to add a bunch of stuff to this. Be right back. We'll see how this disaster works here. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Okay, I'm back. I'm making what in the recipe is called the spice layer. I think I said earlier that my batter was real thick. I even added more milk. I think what the difference was the it wasn't sugar. So now I made the spice layer, and it has the raisins, 1/2 cup, 2 little boxes is what I put in there. It has the cinnamon, and we're supposed to have allspice. I didn't have allspice, so I added an extra teaspoon of cinnamon, so that makes 3 for mine, but you would do different because you probably follow the directions better. And a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, and then I put my pecans in there, and we turn out with a batter. And the directions say pour it. Like I said, mine was too thick, so I added some water to where it was pourable, and we pour about half on this layer, and we'll put about the other half on here. Folks, I have no idea how this will turn out, but you'll see the video one way or the other. It's still pretty thick. I think I'm done with this, so put it over here to be cleaned. We're going to smear this spice layer out, and read them directions really well that I videoed in the beginning, because I may have missed something. I'm not a baker, but Janet wanted a cake for her birthday, which is today. I'm not a baker, but we're going to find out what this looks like and tastes like. You need to preheat your oven to 350, and I think it's something like 20 minutes. We'll put them in there, it's ready. So think it's 20 minutes. I'm going to set it for 20. Alexa, set me a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
More high tech. I got Alexa now. Anyways, we're going to bake that. And then we're going to start the topping. Yeah, that should have went inside. And I don't even think I'm supposed to have that. But we're going to do something with it. We got to do something with this fruit. All right, we'll be back. Well, all right. I don't know about this, guys. Anyways, I didn't have crushed pineapple that I was supposed to have. I had all this crushed up different fruit. So that's what I did. And the cakes are in the oven. And you gotta cook this. You gotta make a topping. This isn't turning out exactly right, I'm sure. But anyways, down in there is the other 2 cups sugar. The other, then we have, instead of the crushed pineapple, we got all that chopped up fruit. We got the coconut and the zest, some of the zest off these lemons, and then the juice out of these lemons, and a cup of boiling water, cornstarch, and like I said, the sugar, the extra sugar. That's what's in that over there on that stove. Got to cook that down to where it thickens up some. But I added a little bit of water to where I could cook it off. You know, slowly cook it and cook the fruit just a little bit. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. It's going to be a disaster, I'm sure, but you'll get a kick out of this video, maybe. Okay, folks, let's give this a shot. Paula Dean's probably going to see this. Well, if she ever did see it, she'd probably hang me or something, because actually, I probably totally destroyed it. But honestly, the cake looks wonderful. I just checked on it. It wasn't quite done. And that's because I set it for 20. It's supposed to be 25 to 30 with 3 pans, which would be thinner, would cook quicker. I did change the recipe around a little bit. It's not your normal fruit cake. That stuff in the pan over here, it's like icing, basically. It's a topping. Actually, smells pretty good. I added the water to keep it from burning. Like I said, it's supposed to actually be not the fruit, but crushed pineapples. But I didn't have them. I thought I did, but I didn't. Anyways, I changed it up a little bit. The cake is turning out wonderful. It looks great. You'll see that shortly. And then I'll just call it icing. I think she calls it topping. Put one layer down, you know, put half the topping, whatever you want to call it, I guess that's what it would be, on it, and then put the other layer on top of that, and then put the remainder up there. And then I'm not exactly sure about, I'm going to put these on top. We'll see what this disaster looks like here shortly. And I apologize to Miss Paula Dean. I'm not a baker. Actually, I'm not a cook either, but I fake it a lot. And we get through it and we wind up with good food usually. Be back with the finished product. We'll see what happens. But I am sure Paula Dean could do much better than me. All right. Things are looking pretty good, actually. The topping don't look too bad, I don't think. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll be smearing that around on the cakes. The cakes will be done in a few minutes. Now, considering how much thicker 2 was than 3 layers, It took 35 minutes to bake. That ain't bad though. And they look pretty good. I got to take them out of the oven, set them on here for 10 minutes, let them cool a while. I don't have anything with a cake. I'm not a baker. I don't have anything to put a cake on, so we'll use a plate. Anyways, let's take a moment to recognize West Virginia Citizens Defense League. West Virginia's #1 premier pro Second Amendment lobbyist group in West Virginia. We got about 20 good gun laws passed, hunting laws, and probably killed about 20 since we began. Folks, it's time to start voting these liberals out. It's time to start voting pro-gun people in to protect the Second Amendment, which protects the rest of the Constitution, and also vote in some people who do not like abortion. I'm against abortion. I'm sorry if that offends you. Well, no, I'm not sorry. I don't like abortion. So, whatever you want to do with that. Anyways, a few minutes, things will be out. And as always, Trump 2020, folks. I kind of like this impeachment. His approval rating's going up and up and up. So, we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, them cakes are out, and actually, even with all my goof ups and stuff, it turned out pretty good looking. Them look pretty good. Wrong, we gotta let them cool. Oh, about 10 minutes. They did fine. Anyways, they're looking good. We'll let them cool a while, and then we'll move it over here and put half the stuff on this. We'll put half that glop over here, and then we'll set this one on top, and we'll put the remainder on top of that. Even after all my goof ups and ad libs and everything else, it's turned out pretty good, I think. This is Jenna's birthday cake, by the way. It's her birthday today. She's at her office Christmas party today. So we'll be back. Oh, if you see this video, you're friends with her on Facebook, send her a happy birthday wish. Okay, we're back. Looks like my camera may be dying, so I better be hurrying up. Got the stuff here. I'm gonna take half of it. I'm gonna smear this out. Just about half. Best we can. And I know Paula Deen would do so much better at this than I am, but hey, looks edible, smells really good. Might be the ugliest birthday cake you ever saw. Alright, I'm gonna pause. You see how that's done. Okay, it's done. It's not real pretty. I'm sure Paula Deen's would be much prettier. But I do have to admit that topping tastes really good. It really does. I don't know if you can see that very good or not, but there it is. It's not your normal fruit cake. It's different. But we'll see how it tastes. I'm sure it tastes real good. Here's a piece of the cake. Yeah, that's good. So we're good. It's got all cool, and I can't do anything with it until after Janet gets home because, like I said, it's her birthday. Baking is not my thing. You know? It's just not my thing. I got flour everywhere. Of course, you've seen the mixture, poof, blow all the flour out everywhere. Plumb over in the corner, down the floor, flour over there. I'm not a baker, folks, but anyways, hope you enjoyed this little video. And as always, Trump 2020. Y'all have a good day now. Hey, I don't think you cussed in there. I did all that off camera. Okay, have a good day.